Well, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? We got some prime dirt. Not a very big load, just a little bit right on the back end here for the kiddo. And did a walkabout a little bit. Had a few guys make comments wondering how that gamble crop of ours is doing, so I'll do a quick little blurb about that here in a little bit. We're loaded up, obviously. We're hooked up, obviously, ready to rock and roll. But you know, like friggin', I walked through the grass and god dang it, I was still getting moisture on the booties, right? And so that's not a good sign. Yeah, just walk through this grass and you can see the wet on the boots. So we only had a tenth of rain, but the humidity is so high this morning. It's 11 o'clock in the friggin' morning. The humidity is so friggin' high, and there's like zero wind, and it's building again. So are we gonna get something again today? There's a 40% chance of showers. Of how much, I don't know, but there is 40% chance of showers. So if the tall grass is wet, your swath underneath will be wet. How's that sound? Now, unless she was popcorn fart dry all the way through 110%, then maybe we could go, right? That's how I usually bale it. It's 110% dry, and then go back and bale it at, the tires could be wringing wet, like 40-50% moisture, but it's external moisture. So there's a huge difference between external moisture and internal moisture, guys. Are you ready to go? Finally. Waiting on a woman. Just waiting on a woman, guys. So with, I didn't touch her. I haven't seen her yet. So with, roll these windows down. With external moisture, that is like the dew or the rain sitting on the outside edge of the plant. And if the plant is completely dried right out, it can absorb that moisture and the bale will keep. Internal moisture is the moisture that's inside the stem of the plants. And if you've got a high amount of internal plant moisture, and you bale it, that's where your silaging effect and heating effect comes from. And in some cases, you bale it too wet as a dry feed, it can heat so much in the bale that the bales will internally combust and start on fire. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying earlier, the friggin' humidity here is so goddamn high this morning. It's just friggin' ridiculous. Like, temperature is actually, well, according to the truckages sitting here, it's 31 degrees. I'm gonna say it's probably more like about 28. The sun is baking right on the truck where we're sitting.
Yeah, now I stink.
You got your wallet, your purse, just in case we have to stop somewhere for something? Okay, because yesterday you left it at home and I was having to pay for everything. It's your turn today.
Anyway, you want to know where my dog was?
Where's your dog?
Well, I picked her up and I figured out where she was.
Where?
You know that gopher that ran into the dog kennel?
Uh-huh.
She stinks.
Okay, so the gopher was in the dog kennel.
I threw it out.
Where'd you throw it?
Out into the grass.
Oh, she was rolling in it.
Can you smell it?
Oh, I smell your Clorox wipes. She's wiping herself down with Clorox, guys.
Well, It's
gonna
big
dry your
over.
skin. It's gonna dry your skin out, and then you're gonna be bitching about having really dry skin, and we'll have to stop at Wally World so you can buy skin lotion.
That's okay.
Well, since our friggin' gamble crop field is right here, and I had a few comments wondering how it's doing, we're gonna stop there right now, and we're gonna do a quick blurb about this gamble crop, this cover crop, guys.
See?
Let me get to the corner. And there it is, right there.
Well, slow down.
Not that you can see much with me flying past the field, right? But after talking to a couple of guys yesterday, way down in southern Saskatchewan,
Don't forget you have a trip.
old family friends of ours, and seeing, because they did the same thing I did, they're planting a bunch of this stuff also. So after talking to them and seeing what they got going on in their stuff, I don't feel so bad. But with that being said, my research on like the sorghum Sudan and that kind of stuff, and lots of those grassy plants, the summer grass plants that are supposed to be out here, none of them grew. None of them came up. And you guys have been with me all along. This stuff went into moisture, and it's had like 6 inches of rain. Like, the sunflower is growing out here, for crying out loud. That's it right there. That's a sunflower. There's another one. You know, here's another one. There's some ryegrass in here. But like the big bulky grasses that should be out here, I'm not seeing it. So now keep in mind, this is not just a field for cutting and baling. This what we're planting here is also a soil building cover crop. So what that's actually doing for us, I have no freaking idea, but they call it a soil building crop too. But anyway, it is at the highest point, knee high. The alfalfa you're seeing out here, that because this was an old hay field, and that's the alfalfa after we ripped it opened the ground up. That alfalfa that we thought was dead started growing back. Not all of it, but some of it, right? So this is what it looks like, guys. And for all you newcomers and a few of you new guys that just joined us like yesterday from down the south country, this is what our cover crop looks like. And there's my damn dog. What the hell are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. So the crop is as tall as the dog, or a little taller than the dog. How's that sound, guys? But we've got a lot of different plants out here, that's for sure. But the one I was really hoping to see was that sorghum Sudan, because it grows like corn, and it's a big bulky plant, and it would produce a ton of feed. But maybe in essence this is a good thing, because without it, it'll dry better this way, right? Somebody's gonna go combining. Not sure who it is, but probably had it. Oh, that's my neighbor. He's just taking his combine home. But this is the field. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Alrighty, guys. Not sure what time it is, but I'm guessing it's pushing the 9:30 bell. 9:30 p.m. for anybody wondering. And just doing the very first round here with the rake. The big old Kuhn speed brake. This is a, some people call it a 6-wheel, other people call it a 12, but it's 6 wheels on each side, and it'll easily pick up 2 16-foot swaths. In our case, it's 14s, so I'm just gonna do the very first two rounds, and then CP will pick it up after this. But that probably won't happen until later on this evening. I just want to get the very first round done and get to a specific point where I want her to start raking from. How's that sound? But yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. There's still a lot of green in here underneath. It's just sun bleached on top. And what's a tenth? Like a tenth of rain. What exactly is a tenth of rain, right? When it's this hot and this dry, a tenth is nothing. Now, if we had half an inch on it, that would definitely deteriorate it. If we had an inch on it, that would really cause it to have to sit and wait. But we only had a tenth, so it'll be fine. So we're gonna rake her up this first round, and I'll bring you guys back when we go to start baling stuff. We'll talk to y'all later. Oh, by the way, we are using the small baler on this field, so a bale and a half an acre, what I was anticipating to be a bale and a half, should be 2 bales an acre now. So instead of making a 15 to 1600 pound bale, we're gonna be making 1100 pound bale. Anyways, we'll talk to y'all later. Alrighty guys, well, here she goes. BCP Farming Trucking. Well, tonight we're farming, and this is hay 2021. Tonight we're going to attempt to make the first bales of 2021. It is 11:05 p.m. and we are heading out to see how this baler that we haven't used since 2019, and even in 2019 we only made 16 bales with it, so realistically we didn't even use it in 19. But we're gonna see how she's gonna do tonight. How's that sound? So we're just heading out to the field, and we'll bring you guys back when we get there. Alrighty guys, well, we're finally out here and going. We made one full round, and I'm not sure how many bales we made. There's one over there. If you can make it out or not, I don't know. But right now, like, we did 8 opening rounds because we had fence pickets in here, and CP said let's just do an extra 2, so it gives her room to wiggle around with that rake in between them fence pickets. And I said okay, fine, no problemo. And yeah, so right now she is raking actually the very last 2 rounds, and we're working from the last 2 to the beginning. How's that sound? What my moisture's at, I have no idea. The humidity is up. There it is. We are still losing a little bit of leaf, but it's not bad. And that fucking bale is done already. So just like the other baler, you can see those little wheels, that one there and that one right there, they're turning, and that's telling me the twine's going on the bale. But unlike the other bale, this thing, it has a dial up right there. Sorry about the dust, it's not going to focus proper. We're tied off. Our very first bale did not tie off worth a shit because everything was so rusty. We had to ended up screwing around there for a good half hour trying to get it to tie. But yeah, this bale is just a little different because it's more manual versus fully automated like the other baler, where everything is in the control box inside. That's my control box right there. It just tells you what side to fill. Like so, right? I'd say our bales, because the stuff is pretty friggin' dry right now, we're not at the humidity that, or the dampness that I would like, but I don't know if we're gonna get it, the dampness that I would like. So we're going anyway, just the same. So yeah, we're going anyway, just the same, and we're gonna bail this friggin' stuff up regardless, because she's only supposed to get really hot this weekend. Like, where they're talking 30 up to 32, I think, for tomorrow. So we'll get this stuff bailed up and get it the heck out of the way, right? But with these smaller bales, they're probably weighing about 1,000 pounds. So it's going to be more like 3 bales an acre versus 1.5 from the big one, right? But you know what, all in all, if the bales are 1,000 pounds, and it'll be a good workout for the baler to get it loosened up and work that rust out of it. Because if I just leave it sit there forever and ever and ever and never use the friggin' thing, before you know it, all you got is a rusted up, seized up piece of crap. That should be a really good friggin' baler, right? But anyways, I don't know how long we're gonna be out here for. I don't know if CP's gonna be able to handle the whole night or not, but we'll find that out as time goes on. And there's some bit here. Like, that's a big friggin' swath, guys. Like, you don't have to go very far to make a bale, that's for sure. Just trying to get this bale the heck out of the way for when she comes with the rake on the next round, right? So this will give you a better idea. There's the swath right there. And that sucker is dragging on the bottom of the tractor. So that's a pretty good size swath when it's dragging on the bottom of the tractor, but that is 2 swipes into one. Anyway, let's kick this puppy into high gear and get friggin' going here. So we're running about 6.5 miles an hour, and let's get her done. We'll cut you guys a little bit later. There's another one. And there goes CP with the rake. There she goes. That's her last round. So I got to finish this round and then do one more yet. That's tied. Yep, big swaths, guys, big swaths. At least right here, they're big swaths. There's lots of grass over here too. It's not just alfalfa. There's a bale. You don't go very far when you're making 1,000-pounders. Okay, talk to you guys later. Alrighty, guys. Well, you hear that beep? That's the last bale for the opening rounds. Actually, it's half a bale from the opening rounds and half a bale from the straight back and forth. So the leaf is hanging on a little bit better, but man, it's still pretty god darn dry. But holy crapper. That's my bale counter. We ended up with 30 bales on the opening. Well, when you put 2 into 1, opening 4 rounds. So that's like 13 bales around. So can't really complain with that too much, right? Okay, I don't know how much I'll bring you guys back now, but we'll catch you maybe when the field is done. Talk to y'all later. Alrighty guys, well, CP's all done raking. It's like 10 after 3 in the morning. We basically got rocking and rolling here about 12 o'clock. So that only took her like 3 hours to rake this 45-acre field up. I got about another half hour or so, I'd say. It does take longer because I'm constantly stopping to kick a bale out, right? If I was making bigger bales, then I wouldn't be stopping so often. But it is what it is, and this is what we decided to do, so. Baler's working good, but we did have a buildup of chaff on the tie system, which was stopping the tie arms from going right to the middle on a few of the bales. And I was a fat bastard and didn't want to stop to get out of the tractor and check out what the problem was, but we got her cleaned out and we're rocking and rolling here again. So anyway, continue on. We'll bring you back when we're done. Let you know what we got. Well, how about that, boys and girls? 3:40 a.m. The sun is it's not coming up yet, but daybreak is starting. And there it is, Big Blue in the main machine. And the wife is like, come on, let's go. I want to go to bed. How many bales did we get? There it is, 103. Not bad. 103 bales, not bad. Anyway, we're gonna leave this equipment out here for the night. We'll come back and get it in the daytime. Let you all go. Give us the old bugs in the head. Give us the old thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share the video. Fun. Let's get her done. We'll catch you all tomorrow.